Being an English major, there are a number of courses that I have to take, including Brit Lit. At my college, we split it up into Brit Lit 1 and Brit Lit 2. This past semester, I took the first half, which is up to mid-1600s. Before I started the course, I thought it would be all boring and dry, and the professor would be old and doddering and all that, but in reality, the professor was young, like mid-30s, and he actually made the course, a lot more interesting, even though it was a lot of the traditional readings. So I thought I'd run down the list of more or less the big stuff that we read, just to give you guys an idea of what I've kind of been doing over this semester, apart from the video and zombie stuff. The zombie class was really, really fun. We'll see where that kind of stuff goes, like finally stuff. But anyway, on to the recaps. Beowulf takes it upon himself to save his shieldings from Grendel. He does so, killing Grendel, and then Grendel's mother gets really, really, really pissed off, so Beowulf dives down to her grotto and lops her head off with a magical sword/axe. Eventually, he becomes a prosperous king, and about 30 or so years later, he takes on a dragon, but it kills him. And then he kind of kills it, and it dies. The end. 29 travelers depart for Canterbury to pay tribute to the dead archbishop. Among the travelers are a knight, an alcoholic miller, and a lecherous seamstress. Hilarity ensues. We only read the prologue and a couple tales and introductions, so yeah. Gawain lops off a giant green knight's head at King Arthur's New Year celebration. This was before Arthur gained his reputation, so roughly around the time a watery tart lobbed a sword at him. Yeah. So the knight picks up his head, rides off, and says, "Hey, guess what? In a year and a day you have to come find me so I can chop your head off." So roughly a year later, Gawain goes forth to find this knight, and after a fair amount of traveling, he ends up at the castle of one Bertilac, who kind of sort of resembles the giant. I wonder. So the two make a deal to exchange whatever they receive that day. So Gawain stays for 3 days, and during those 3 days Bertilac hunts. And during those 3 days, Bertilac's wife attempts to seduce Gawain, resulting in one kiss, then another kiss, and then a green sash for Gawain. Gawain gives Bertilac the kisses, but he doesn't give him the sash. And then Bertilac points Gawain in the direction of the Green Knight's castle, which is where the Green Knight is waiting with an axe. So, guess what happens? First blow to the neck. Flinches. Second blow to the neck. Oh, whiff! Third. Yeah, sorry, nicked you, but that's 'cause you weren't necessarily fully honest with me. And there's some stuff about Morgan Le Fay or whatever, I don't know, really. Lucrece is raped by Tarquinius and kills herself to prevent any further shaming. Chaucer dramatizes it, and Shakespeare gets you into the minds of Lucrece and Tarquinius, which is slightly messed up. Red Cross Knight goes off on a quest from a fairy queen with Una and a dwarf to rescue Una's kingdom from a dragon. Along the way, he is waylaid by Error, Archimago, Duessa/Fidessa, Lucifera, and Orgolio, until he faces the dragon, and he kills it, which earns him the namesake of St. George. And there's some other weird stuff, like a guy gets turned into a tree, and King Arthur makes an appearance. Yeah, I don't know. Satan, after being kicked out of heaven by God for rebelling against God's Son and starting a civil war against the angels, takes it upon himself to corrupt God's newest creations, Adam and Eve. He succeeds, resulting in Adam and Eve getting the boot from the Garden of Eden. Oh yeah, and there's a lot of talk of war and places that are really hard to imagine, like heaven and hell and the Garden of Eden. Yeah. That's basically the 6 books that I read in Brit Lit. Have you guys read anything similar? Just let me know down there, and let me know your thoughts on them as well. And also, check out Maddie's little video reenactment thing of Beowulf with little Lego-y kind of characters. It's kind of cool. And a very special thank you to Tyler for this DFTBA mix CD. Thank you. So, DFTB everybody, and I will see you in a couple days for the Project for Awesome.